Thursday, we got something a little bit different. We're going to be doing some zone 2 training and more specifically running, some aerobic training. Aerobic means, I guess, cardio, going long, slow distances. Anaerobic is where we go short, fast, or heavy. When we're going long, we're working in the aerobic state. To get benefits from this state or zone 2 training, we really want to be at a minimum working for 20 minutes. Ideally, it will be, around that 25 to 40 minute range, even further potentially. But I think 30 minutes could be the sweet spot, especially for a class and for Thursdays. For 30 minutes at a consistent, steady effort. There's 16 7.5 meter shuttle runs. We want them to be consistent. They are going to spike the heart rate a little bit, but hopefully not too high and definitely not outside the zone. But then you're going to get a 30-second rest. From there, you're going to go a 400-meter run, and then you're going to do a 30-second rest. And we're going to hold this sustained effort over 30 minutes. It's going to be a really good way. Almost think of it like you're doing reps for your heart. Your legs should be fine. Your arms are obviously going to be fine. Your muscles should be fine. But it's that transport of blood and oxygen that go through the muscles via your respiratory system. We want to really make sure that we're staying under control the whole time. You shouldn't be super out of breath. You should be able to chat to the person next to you. That would be zone 2. But if you do have a heart rate monitor, that would be great to use on a day like today. We're looking at no higher than 60 or 70% of your max heart rate. Some ways to know whether you even need to focus on zone 2 training or your cardio or aerobic capacity is if you do them longer workouts, are you struggling to get air in? Do you just feel like you're drowning, or are you just struggling to breathe in them longer workouts? If that's you, then you really do need to pay attention and really lean into days like today. If you're more the type of athlete that gets through a big long workout and you can breathe just fine, but it's more your muscle fatigue or your grip starts to go or your legs start to go, you're really starting to build lactic acid pretty quickly, then you need to work in the anaerobic state a little bit more often and focus on building that muscle stamina, which is what we're doing with the back squats and the deadlifts and whatnot. I mean, in my opinion, especially being a CrossFitter as well, no one can be fit enough. I understand if like a triathlete's going to come along, they're probably going to want to live more in the anaerobic state just to, balance themselves out. But from what I see, most people really do want to improve their cardio and their aerobic capacity. So this is a really good day today. When the heart rate isn't going to be through the roof, you could potentially start to focus on other things. So when you're running your 400 meters, think about your posture, think about where you're looking, think about what your arms are doing and how relaxed your upper body is. Think about your stride. Slightly lean into that stride. Don't be too upright. Try to stay nice and relaxed up top. When you're doing your shuttle runs, you can really focus in on like how many steps it is for you to take to go each lap. Are you going to turn the same way every single time? These are like little things that you can focus on, considering you're not going to be like stupid out of breath or you're not going to be burning up in the legs or anything like that. We're then just going to do some core work. So we've got the standing pull-off press, really good exercise to build them anti-rotational muscles that live in our trunk. And then we're going to do 30 meters of seal walks. And we did this a couple of weeks ago, and I definitely got a little bit of feedback saying that they kind of destroyed some people. I find that these seal walks are really, really good to help build some core strength and to build some rigid legs as well as you're holding onto the plates. And also, it's an awesome progression to learning some handstand walks, just getting familiar with how to move your arms. But yeah, it's just a really good core exercise. And if a lot of people were hurting, then we probably need to do it a little bit more often.
Perfect.